Today we will discuss the concept of moment of inertia during the rotational motion of a rigid body. The moment of inertia having the same role as the role of inertia during the linear motion or translatory motion. So, the moment of inertia is greatly affected by the two term, that is the mass of the constituent particle and their distances from axis of rotation. So, in the diagram this is a rigid body containing n number of particles. We have taken the few particle, the first particle of mass m1 having distance r1 from the axis of rotation. Similarly, m2 having distance r2 from the axis of rotation, and so on. The nth particle of mass mn having distance rn from the axis of rotation. So, the moment of inertia of the whole body, rigid body having n number of particles is simply given by summation of m1 r1 square plus m2 r2 square plus m3 r3 square and so on for nth particle mn rn square. In the terms of summation sign, I is equal to summation of mi ri square, where I is equal to 1 to n. Now, the unit of moment of inertia will be kilogram meter square in SI system. In CGS, it will be gram centimeter square. The dimensional formula will be ml squared T0. It means there is no role of time, it depends upon only mass and square of the distance from axis of rotation. There are certain factors which greatly affecting the moment of inertia of any rigid body. First, the mass of the body, the shape and size greatly affecting the moment of inertia. The third factor affect moment of inertia is distribution of the mass about the axis of rotation. And the last, the position and rotation of axis of rotation of the rigid body. So, these four factors greatly affecting the moment of inertia of any body during the rotational motion. Now, related to moment of inertia, there is very important term, that is the radius of gyration. Radius of gyration we can define into three ways. The first way, the radius of gyration is basically the distance of concentrated mass from the axis of rotation, provided the moment of inertia of this concentrated mass about this axis should be same as moment of inertia of the rigid body with the normal distribution of its constituent particle. So, when this condition satisfied, then this distance, that is the distance of concentrated mass from axis of rotation, termed as radius of gyration. Now, we have some mathematical step for another definition of radius of gyration. So, already we know the moment of inertia of the body with position of particles. This is the rigid body. This rigid body is rotating about axis y. So, the moment of inertia is given by m1 r1 square plus m2 r2 square and so on mn rn square. But if you consider the mass of the constituent particle are same, m1 is equal to m2 is equal to m3, so on mn is equal to m, then this expression can be written as I is equal to m r1 square plus m r2 square plus so on m rn square. Now, m is common in all, then m in bracket we have r1 square plus r2 square so on rn square. Now, what we will do? We will multiply and divide this expression by small n, that is the number of the constituent particle. So, when you multiply and divide, we have this expression. In this expression, m into n is capital M, that is the total mass of the rigid body. So, this expression can be also written as I is equal to capital M r1 square plus r2 square so on rn square by n. This is equation number 1. But if you assume the whole mass is concentrated at this point and the distance of this point is k from the axis of rotation, so the moment of inertia in respect of radius of gyration can be written as I is equal to m k square by the basic formula m r square. The m is the total mass of the rigid body, k is the distance of the concentrated mass from axis of rotation. And according to the concept, these two moment of inertia should be equal, only then this distance is said to be radius of gyration. So, we will equate equation 1 and 2, and when you equate equation 1 and 2, mk square is equal to m r1 square plus r2 square, so on rn square by n, and in this expression you will find m cancel out. Then we have k square is equal to r1 square plus r2 square and so on rn square by n, or it can be also written as k is equal to root of r1 square plus r2 square so on rn square by n. What is this? This is another way to define radius of gyration. It means radius of gyration is root mean square value of distances of the constituent particle from axis of rotation. So, if you know the distance of constituent particle from axis of rotation and number of the constituent particle, by this equation you can calculate the radius of gyration.